How do you handle conflict with in-laws? Which is something that many wives, well, depending on your husband's personality, okay? Um, how do you handle conflict that arises between your in-laws? The first thing is, do not allow that conflict to now become a conflict between you and your husband. Okay? This is what you've got to understand. Your husband cannot control his family. The same way you can't control your family. What you can do is create boundaries in your marriage to where they do not have input, they do not have say, and they do not have control in your marriage or your family, your immediate family. Okay? So, in-laws don't like you. Okay, they don't have to like you. Of course, you're walking with the love of God. Of course, you're still being Christ-like. Of course, you're being a woman of integrity, and you're not saying and doing things to make you look bad or to make God look bad. Okay, but you need to create boundaries in your marriage. Do not allow the fact that your husband's sister doesn't like you to have you up all night fussing with your husband. Okay, if they don't, it's like when you go to family gatherings, you have an understanding that, okay, babe, when I'm not really going, I don't feel comfortable here. Of course, you can have the conversation. I don't feel comfortable. Do not expect him to jump up and want to fight his family, for you. But boundaries are necessary. No, you should not accept disrespectful behavior. Yes, you need to remove yourself from situations where, you know, or where you feel you're being disrespected, and then you create those boundaries. Don't call and let them know what's going on and then get upset because now they sharing your business, or they telling your business, or they talking about you. Whatever the conflict is, be very intentional about creating a boundary where they are not imposing their beliefs on what you and your husband need to be doing. You and your husband are now one. You two have to have an understanding of how you're going to handle situations where your spouse or where in-laws may be disrespectful. Now, of course, yes, at some point your husband does need to say, hey, what you're doing is disrespectful. What you're doing is interrupting our household, and we can't tolerate this. This is the boundary that we have created. Okay. So, well, what we cannot expect, you cannot expect your husband to suddenly get up and want to go and yell at his mama because his mama don't like you. Okay. But they do need to respect you. And if they don't respect you, you create those boundaries. All right, sis. So I hope this helps. Once again, if you need help with this, DM me. Okay. DM me the word mentorship so we can get you enrolled into Heal to Love. I'm telling you, it is amazing. All right. So those are the only 3 questions I have for today that I'm going to go over, because I only like to do this for 20 minutes. I don't want to be on here long, making y'all don't want to be on here long. Plus, I got to get ready to go with my kids. Okay, so make sure you have your notifications on, because I'll be sharing tips every day within the group. And I have a workshop that's coming up real soon. So make sure you're on my email list so that you can get information about my workshop that's coming up regarding conflict resolution. All right, honey? So love you, love you, love you. Hope you have an amazing day. And talk to you soon. Bye.